You guys probably already know the 2024 Tacoma is having a lot of issues, from quality control issues to complete transmission failures and to cost cutting so much. They don't even have bump stops that are separate. They keep it included in the shock and they're breaking through the top hat. Let's get into it. And it's funny how a lot of YouTubers are acting like this is not happening. All these big automotive channels are like, oh, Toyota's perfect. Nothing's going on over here. It's real funny and it makes me wonder. But this is just allegedly. It's just from what I'm seeing as a viewer, it seems like they try to sweep some stuff under the rug. Again, allegedly. The transmission issue is a problem. That's a fact. Yeah, there hasn't been too many reports to NHTSA, but that'll take time. There are still reports. They're failing in both automatic and manual, which makes me even more curious about the full story about what's going to happen. We'll know with time. That's just a fact. But they are failing. They're overheating. And things happen. Whenever you sell hundreds of thousands of vehicles, things are going to happen. I understand that. But I think this is a little bit of a bigger issue. I do believe there will be a recall in the future, possibly. But we don't know until that happens. Now, when it comes to the internal bump stop, this is just cost cutting at its finest. Think about it. Why did they include that? It seems like it's more expensive, but I bet it's cheaper because it's one part, easy to ship. It's all the way from manufacturing to shipping to everything. It's cheaper to put that in the actual shock. So they include this little bump stop in the shock and it's breaking through the top hat, and they used a cheap aluminum top hat, and it's just breaking right through. And there's already people that have fixes for it, but of course you got to go buy that extra part, and it's going to be made of steel. And this is funny how people are saying all this modern technology that makes metal stronger with the frame and all this stuff. It's still very thin. It makes me pretty scared, actually. They've had issues with rust. It's not like Toyota has this clean history with the Tacoma and the frames. So you would think they'd want to make it as thick as possible just to give, peace of mind to the public. But at the end of the day, I got to give them credit because they did take care of that issue with the old Tacoma, and they literally replaced frames on complete vehicles. Crazy. But I got to give them credit. They did it. But at the end of the day, it's just cost cutting. There's just a lot of issues. And the build quality. You guys know the panel gap issues are not as good. Now, this is not just the Tacoma. This is also any other vehicle that's not built in Japan, to be honest. Any vehicle that Toyota makes that's not built in Japan tends to have a lower quality. I don't know what it is. Now, I've seen a few that are built in America that are pretty good. And I've seen some that are built in their Mexico factory without any issues. But it's consistent as can be. When you see one from Japan, those panel gaps are going to be aligned. You go in the interior, it's going to be fit and finish is going to be better. It's just a fact. I've had a Toyota built in both America and Japan, and I've had two built in Japan, one built in America, and I can tell the difference for sure. So, hey, those are the real issues that are going on with the Tacoma. This is not to be some dramatic person, but it's just a fact. Toyota, we held them at a higher standard, right? That's what I did, but they're starting to lose that. And that's what I think people don't get. We held Toyota at this high standard, and they lost it because of the mistakes they made from the Tundra to the Tacoma, and here soon, the 4Runner. They're making big mistakes here, and it's sad because they had such good vehicles. I don't know what they're thinking, but hey, it's the future. I'm still a positive guy. I always like to say the future looks bright, but we just have to see. It kind of scares me. I love Toyota so much. That's why it hurts. Because I love the 4Runner. I had to get one before they were gone. I went ahead and picked up my own 2024 4Runner. That's how much I love Toyota. But the mistakes they're having with the new Tacoma and the Tundra, it's not okay. And it sucks because you get this brand new truck, you spend all the money, and they're so expensive now. For what? To end up driving a loaner car? That's the stuff that hurts. And it's sad. And that's the other deal. The price. They're up 20, 30, 40%. It's crazy. Not quite 40, but they literally are up 20%, which is crazy. It's crazy. For what? Is it a better build? Is it this and that? To be honest, I don't think so. And that's why the used market on the old Tacomas are doing really good. Some of those are doing really good. There's just not, we'll see how the used market with the new Tacoma does. Right now, it's actually not doing so bad, but we'll see. Because people are starting to get rid of them now, because people don't want to have the issues with the new vehicles. You buy a new vehicle, the last thing you want is issues. Even if you have the issue and they fix it, a lot of people will just get rid of it because the mindset. they don't want to go places with it because it's just like the last thing they want to worry about when spending that much money is an issue with the new vehicle. That's why it hurts so much, and that's why it's unfortunate. I understand issues happen with every vehicle, but it's still sad to see it happen with Toyota, and it even hurts more when it happens with Toyota. So, hey, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this new Tacoma. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Hey, let me know. Have a good day. Stay blessed.